Why would a tiny hamster choose your body as a bed when every instinct says to stay hidden? At first, it looks like a cute habit, almost too simple to explain. But to a hamster, sleep is never a careless moment. Sleep is the hour when small animals are most vulnerable to danger. So when your hamster settles on you, that choice carries real meaning. It does not begin with laziness, and it does not begin with romance. It begins with safety, because safety is the first language a hamster understands. Your warmth can feel like a sheltered place that does not suddenly turn cold. Your scent can feel familiar in the same way a known nest feels familiar. Your breathing can create a slow rhythm that tells the body nothing urgent is happening. For prey animals, calm patterns are often more convincing than direct affection. And a steady surface is easier to trust than a noisy, unpredictable one. When you stay still, you stop feeling like a giant creature and start feeling like stable ground. That shift is small to you, but enormous to your hamster. A hamster does not lie down deeply where it expects sudden change. It tests the space first, usually with tiny pauses, sniffs, and careful weight shifts. Those little checks are not hesitation alone, they are risk calculations. Your hamster is asking one silent question: can I let go here for a while? If the answer feels yes, the body softens before the eyes do. You may notice the paws relax long before full sleep begins. You may notice the back stop bracing against invisible danger. You may notice the whiskers grow still between soft breaths. None of that happens by accident in a creature built to detect threat quickly. So the real surprise is not that your hamster sleeps on you sometimes. The real surprise is that it ever decides your body is safe enough at all. Many people think the hamster is simply using them as a warm pillow. Warmth matters, but warmth alone is never the whole story. A blanket can be warm and still not feel trustworthy. A hand can be gentle and still feel too alive, too sudden, too uncertain. What your hamster wants is not just heat, but heat without alarm. That is why stillness from you matters more than people realize. Your body becomes readable when you stop changing the rules every few seconds. Readable things are comforting to small animals. Unreadable things force the body to stay half awake. When your hamster dozes against you, as it is often choosing predictability over distance. Distance is not always safer if the environment feels open or exposed. Your lap, chest, or sleeve can create a tiny landscape of cover and warmth. Even the curve of your body can imitate the shelter of a den wall. To you, that shape is ordinary. To a hamster, shape can mean the difference between rest and vigilance. There is also the power of scent, which animals trust far earlier than words. Your hamster learns your smell, the way it learns its bedding and favorite corner. Familiar scent reduces the need to keep reassessing every second. Reassessment is exhausting for a nervous little body. Rest becomes easier when the world smells already known. That is one reason a hamster may settle more deeply on its usual person. It is not thinking in human sentences about love and devotion. That it is reading a pattern it has survived beside many times before. Survival memory is often the root beneath what humans call bonding. That does not make the bond smaller, it makes it more honest. Trust in
You are
animals is
safe
often
here, my
built
little
from
friend.
repeated proof,
The
not
night is
dramatic
quiet
gestures.
and rest
The
is
proof
upon
may be
us.
as simple as
Chirping.
your hands never squeezing too fast. The proof may be as simple as your voice staying soft at pickup time. The proof may be as simple as you returning it gently after handling. Tiny bodies remember these outcomes with surprising depth. Safety is stored in repetition long before it is displayed in sleep. So when sleep finally happens on you, it may be the visible result of many quiet days. It may look sudden while actually being the end of a long internal trial. Hamsters also care deeply about temperature, especially when resting. Yet your skin or clothes can hold a mild, steady warmth that feels nest-like. That warmth is different from a cold plastic surface or open room air. It wraps around the body instead of leaving it alert at the edges. Small mammals lose heat faster than large ones, so warmth can feel deeply regulating. A regulated body finds it easier to drop into sleep. But again, warmth only works when it arrives without fear. Fear and comfort cannot settle in the body the same way at the same time. If your hamster sleeps on you, fear has lowered enough for rest to win. That moment is bigger than many owners understand. Another reason is elevation, because being off the ground can sometimes feel strategic. A higher resting place may offer a broader sense of control over the surroundings. Your body can become a lookout point that is also unexpectedly soft. Yeah, that mix of vantage and comfort can feel unusually secure. Sometimes the hamster is not fully asleep at first, only entering a lighter state. It may close its eyes while keeping part of its body ready. That half rest is still meaningful, because even partial release requires trust. Deeper sleep often comes only after the hamster confirms you remain still. In other words, your patience becomes part of the nest. This is why forced cuddling rarely creates the same result. A hamster that is placed and held against its will may freeze, not relax. Freeze can look calm from the outside, but inside it is full of tension. Real rest has softness in it, not rigid endurance. Real comfort shows in how the body spreads, sinks, or settles naturally. When trust is present, the body usually looks less compressed. Yet the paws stop gripping, as if they are preparing for escape. The breathing grows more even, and the pauses look unguarded. Sometimes the head tucks down, as if the world has finally dimmed. That tucked posture can be a beautiful sign of felt safety. Yet not every hamster enjoys sleeping on a person, and that matters too. Personality changes everything, even within the same species. Some hamsters are explorers who trust movement more slowly. Some prefer enclosed hides and will never love open body naps. Some are gentle but highly alert, even with people they know well. A hamster does not owe us visible cuddling to feel attached. Love from a small prey animal is often expressed as tolerated closeness, not dramatic contact. So if your hamster chooses your sleeve for sleep, that is one kind of trust. If it chooses your nearby blanket instead, well, that can also be trust. What matters is the direction of comfort, not the performance of affection. Animals tell the truth with preference, not with human-style declarations. Timing also matters more than most people think. A hamster is more likely to relax on you when its active needs are already met. If it has explored, eaten a little, and burned off curiosity, the body can soften. If it is suddenly awakened or overstimulated, sleep on you is far less likely. Mood is not random, even when it looks random to us. The body follows rhythm, and rhythm shapes trust. Evening calm, low noise, and dim light can make your presence easier to accept. Sharp sounds can break that fragile permission almost instantly. So can sudden laughter, phone vibrations, or a quick shift of your arm. To a hamster, peace is made of very small details. That is why gentle environments matter as much as gentle intentions. Your hamster may also choose you because you smell like the center of its daily world. You are the one linked to food, handling, routine, and the opening of safe spaces. Over time, that repeated role can make your presence feel structurally important, not magical, not parental in a human sense, but reliably important. Reliable importance is powerful in an animal that measures risk constantly. There is another quiet layer too, and it is emotional without being overly human. When a hamster sleeps on you, it may be showing that your presence no longer interrupts its inner calm. That is a profound shift for such a small, watchful creature. You stop being only an outside force and start becoming part of the safe background. In animal trust, as becoming safe background is a very high honor. It means the body does not need to monitor you every second. It means your nearness has become easier than your absence in that moment. And sometimes, that is the deepest form of closeness an animal can offer. The answer, then, is not simply that your hamster likes you because you are warm. It is that warmth, scent, rhythm, and repeated gentleness have all begun to match. When those signals line up, your body can feel like a temporary nest. Not a cage, not a stage, but a place where vigilance can loosen. That is why the smallest nap on your chest can carry such quiet weight. A creature built for caution is choosing rest in your presence. For a hamster, that choice is never casual, even when it looks adorable. So when it sleeps on you, what you are really feeling is trust becoming physical.